Flames. You're hearing me right. Your Chicago Blackhawks come out victorious in their return to the Madhouse on Madison. This game being the first game without Connor Bedard and Nick Foligno in the lineup comes to a great performance. Your Blackhawks worked their butts off in this one from first line to fourth line to defense, and Peter Mrazek once again phenomenal in net for your Chicago Blackhawks. This was a game where I was honestly thinking, well, we basically have the Rockford Ice Hogs with some NHL players on the lineup. Philip Kurashev, uh, Jason Dickinson, Colin Blackwell, Connor Murphy, Alex Vlasic, Peter Mrazek. Pretty much our key NHL roster members this year. Reichel this year has had a rough season. Again, he blew some opportunities in this game where he probably could have scored a goal. But I wore an Ice Hog jersey during the game because, well, we're playing with a lot of AHL roster players on our NHL team. We're going to have a tough game. Let's try something else. I threw on a Hawks jersey for the review, though, but this was a big performance by the Hawks. They played well, they worked their butts off, and got a well-deserved victory over the Calgary Flames. As well, the Flames did outshoot the Hawks 31-20, shots per period 7-5 for Calgary in the first, 14-12 for Calgary in the second, 10-3 for Calgary in the third, and the Hawks has had a hard time trying to kill the push the Flames were going to go in on in that third period of play. This was a good performance. Colin Blackwell, outstanding tonight. 3 points on the game, looked great. The line of Blackwell, Dickinson, Kurashev wearing an A on his sweater, all looked great today. The other lines looked good. They did produce, didn't get much for scoring opportunities, but they were producing and helping play strong defensively to keep the Flames off the board. This was a good performance for the Hawks, being the fact that this is an injured-riddled team, having to the point where the majority of our lineup is out via IR, and this was a statement win. This was a win showing this team can still produce in the NHL when they're injured to the point they're down to pulp. So let's get into the goals of the game, shall we? In the first period of play, it was Colin Blackwell to get the Hawks on the board first. The Hawks came out playing well. They looked good, got some opportunities off, and at 4:32 in the first period, scored by number 43, Colin Blackwell, his second of the season, first of the night, assisted by number 25, Jared Tenorti, and number 5, Connor Murphy, to give Connor Murphy his 100th career assist in the National Hockey League. This goal by Blackwell, he picked his point, went barred down, sniped past Vladar. The Hawks lead 1-0. 4 minutes and 30 seconds into play. That's a great start for the Hawks. And then the Flames were pushing. They answered, but it was a goalie interference call. Mrazek was angry, told Luke to challenge that for goalie interference. Luke does, and no goal. It remains 1-0 Hawks. But the push comes back at the Hawks, where the Flames at 13-12 in the first period. Nazem Kadri with his first of the game, 12th of the season, assisted by Hannafin, to make it a 1-1 game. This is a answer for a chance where they lost a goal, and they managed to go to the crease and get it past Mrazek. It was a breakdown defensively, a bad breakdown by the defense with Isaac Phillips out there, and the Flames take advantage, go to the doorstep, and score. So the Hawks and Flames are tied after 1-1 apiece. We go into the second period, and the Flames come out pushing, and they get on the board quick off a power play goal at 26 in the second period. Mangiapane scores his eighth of the season, assisted by Huberdeau and Uyghur to make it a 2-1 lead for the Calgary Flames. This goal went off the skate of Connor Murphy. It was just a weird goal night for the Hawks and Flames because this goal was a bad angle shot, goes off the skate of Murphy and in. So it's a 2-1 lead for Calgary. But the Hawks were battling hard. They came back, looked well, and midway through the period at 12:09 in the second period, scored by number 23, Philip Kurashev. His eighth of the season, assisted by number 16, Jason Dickinson. And number 72, Alex Vlasic, to tie the game up 2-2 in the second. This was a goal that sparked the Hawks because Kurashev gets into a good position, turn it around off a face-off win, goes around the net. Hawks get into the slot. Is Kurashev with the puck in the slot, goes 5-hole on Vladar. We're tied, and momentum swings to the Blackhawks because just about 2 minutes after this Kurashev goal, the Hawks with momentum, they get on the board again at 14:49 in the second period. Scored by number 22, Nikita Zaitsev. His second of the season, assisted by number 43, Colin Blackwell. And number 25, Jared Tenorti, to give the Hawks a 3-2 lead over the Calgary Flames. Yes, the Blackhawks get their lead back. This goal by Zaitsev was a great shot from the point that goes off the stick of a Calgary skater in the crease and in. Hawks lead it 3-2 over Calgary. They take that 1-goal lead into the third period. The Hawks need to watch out for a push and buckle up for it because Calgary, yes, they are a 500 team, but the Hawks are second worst in the NHL. But this push by Calgary was going to be a test for this Hawks team. The Flames had a power play, it was killed off. The Hawks had to play strong. At one point, it was 8-1 shots on favor for the Calgary Flames after that power play by Calgary. But the Hawks were able to kill it. The Hawks then get a power play of their own at 14:37 in the third period, scored by number 43, Colin Blackwell. His second of the game, third of the season, assisted by number 13, Zach Sanford. And number 22, Nikita Zaitsev, to make it a two-goal lead for your Chicago Blackhawks off a power play goal from Colin Blackwell. This was his first ever 3-point game in the NHL. Blackwell gets himself on the board for his second of the game. Beautiful chance for him getting into the slot. Sanford, in his Blackhawk debut, sets up the primary assist for Blackwell in the slot to go in. Hawks lead it by 2. But less than 30 seconds after this Blackwell goal, Calgary continues their push. At 15:19 in the third period, for his second of the game, Nazem Kadri scores to make it a 4-3 game. Kadri, his 13th of the season. This is another one of those weird angle shots that goes in off a skate and in. It's a 1-goal game. Huberdeau gets the assist and Anderson gets the assist. So the Hawks are now having to battle. The Hawks then have to worry about an empty net for Calgary. They pull their net. Both teams use their timeouts. The Hawks were trying to get Colin Blackwell that hat trick because he stayed out on the ice for the entire period of that empty net. He almost had it, didn't go in, but strong defensive play, strong goaltending. Hawks win it 4-3 over the Calgary Flames. So down in the comments down below, I want to hear what your thoughts were on tonight's game. And thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And most of all, Hawks win! Hawks win! And let's go Hawks!